Guys, welcome back inside of the Classic Planet. I'm your host Ryan, hanging out with you guys tonight. Hey guys, so I got a new video for you guys. I know it's been about a month. I did not mean to take a month off. It just kind of happened. Been busy, but that's okay. I'm here now, and I'm going to show off to you guys some Transformers. Got some awesome Transformers to show off to you guys. Ones that I have unboxed. The ones that were kind of hanging out, boxed up in my last video I shot at the end of June. So if you watch that video, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, I'm going to unbox all of those tonight and take a look at them. And apologize, I'm having some microphone issues right now. I'm not wearing the microphone. I'm just going off the cell phone. But throughout the video, I did use the microphone, and I'm noticing it's a little poppy. So if the audio in this video is a little off again, I apologize. I'm going to have to order another microphone because that microphone is ass. So anyway, do forgive that. But hope you stick around with me and check out some bots. So let's do it, guys. Let's do it right now. Alrighty, guys. Well, since we are already down here in the basement, let's just start out right where we left off pretty much. I'm going to show you guys off my Transformer additions here to my Studio 86 shelf, which has come along magnificently, if I don't say so myself. Got a lot of new additions that I've put in here, and I'm going to go through and just kind of point out some new highlights. Maybe do little tiny mini showcases on some of these guys. Not going to transform them though, but I'll show you the backs of the boxes so you can see their alt modes that way, because this is not a transforming Transformer kind of channel. It's just not. So anyway, yeah, let's get on it. This is going to be cool. Alrighty guys, just to give you a quick little lay of the land, so to speak. I'm just kind of doing a nice slow pan across my shelf here. If you guys watched my last video, you guys did see this shelf a few weeks ago. However, as you guys can very well tell now, if you watched my video from a couple weeks ago, it's gotten a lot more populated with some awesome ass bots. So yeah, guys, got a few things to show off to you guys right here in the shelves here, and I'm gonna kind of showcase, do some mini showcases on a couple of these guys, and we're gonna start out right here with the headliner. We're just going to start right out with the headliner, and that of course is the Studio 86 Megatron there, because yeah, I love me some Megatron. Guys, starting out with the big guy himself, Megatron, and this is obviously the non-battle damaged version of the Studio 86 Megatron. And as you guys can see from the packaging, he does not transform into his traditional, what is that, a Walther P9 or whatever. I'm not a firearms guy, but anyway, he doesn't transform into his traditional handgun, but he does transform into a tank, which is not very offensive to me, to be honest with you, because I would never display him in any alt mode. So I'm pretty much cool with whatever he transforms into, as long as the robot himself looks cool. And in this case, he looks very cool. So I'm very pleased with that. So yeah, this Megatron looks absolutely fantastic here. I've got him holding up that random laser sword he just pulls off the ground there in his epic battle with Optimus Prime in Transformers the movie, from 1986, celebrating its 40th anniversary this year, as you guys all know. But yeah, no, Megs looks great, man. I've got no complaints here. If I want a Megatron, this is what I want, man. He looks very true to his animated cartoon self, and yeah, nothing to write home about here. Just really an awesome fig. And I noticed on Target.com they do have the battle damage version going on their site, going for about $59.99 or $60 US. I'm tempted. Haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I am tempted. So yeah, looking very cool. And I guess just as a homage, I guess, to his traditional alt mode, he does come with a handgun that looks a lot like his true alt mode. But yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, no, very cool. Awesome looking fig. Awesome. Alrighty, well, next up, guys, we got Soundwave, and this is a very awesome version of Soundwave from the Studio 86 line once again. Looking very dynamite, as you guys can see, and looking very true to his animated self, much like the Megatron. However, not like the Megatron, he actually does transform into his traditional mini cassette player. Actually, it wasn't a mini cassette player, but it was a small cassette player, more accurately. But yeah, he does transform into that, as you guys can see from the back of the packaging. Again, I'm not going to transform him myself here on camera because that would suck, and you guys would get very bored of this video very quickly watching me stumble around with that like 5 monkeys fucking a football. So we won't do that. but we will take a look at this awesome Soundwave in his robot mode, which is really, to me, all that really matters. And again, he looks absolutely awesome. Now I have one cassette currently inside of his cassette deck there. That is Buzzsaw in there. And he has got a really nice feature here to snap that open. It's very nice, very crisp. Watch this. Oh, look at that. That is so crisp. That is so like crisp and clean and no caffeine. That's like 7-Up. That's like drinking a crisp, cold 7-Up on a hot summer's day. The way that just snaps open. Let's do it one more time. So you might have blinked if you missed it. If you missed it, you blinked, you missed it, I guess I should say. So let's do it one more time. All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Buzzsaw eject. Yeah, that's so cool. So yeah, so you can take Buzzsaw out. And I did show off all these cassettes. He comes with 3 cassettes. He comes with Buzzsaw, which of course the original toy came with Buzzsaw. I don't think Buzzsaw, I'm pretty sure actually, I don't think Buzzsaw ever actually had a moment in animation from the original G1 Transformers cartoon. I don't think we ever saw Buzzsaw. We saw a lot of Laserbeak, we saw a lot of Ravage, we saw a lot of Rumble, but we never really saw Frenzy too much, and we never really saw Buzzsaw. And I kind of wonder if that's because Buzzsaw came with the toy and they wanted kids to go out and want to buy Laserbeak, or have their parents more accurately buy Laserbeak because the Buzzsaw was a free pack-in at the time. Anyway, that's my conspiracy theory of the week. Alrighty guys, and speaking of all those cassettes, here they all are in their non-cassette mode. I don't want to say robot mode because they're animals, they're beasts. They're not actually robots, but yeah, there's Buzzsaw there. I quickly transformed him because that's really easy to do. But there is Buzzsaw there and Laserbeak, both in their condor or vulture modes. I'm not exactly sure what kind of bird they're supposed to be. I think they're supposed to be vultures, but I'm not sure. And then of course there's Ravage there. Is he a jaguar or a panther? I'm not exactly sure, but he's a badass and he's got rockets that come out of his ass, so that's really, really cool. So yeah, so there are all the cassettes there in their alt modes, and then of course I just showed you guys them here in their cassette modes as well with their master Soundwave. Looking awesome, guys. I love it, man. I love it. I love it so much. This is a great fig. Alright guys, and check it out. Next up, man, we got Skywarp. I love the original Seekers so much. Thundercracker, Starscream, and of course Skywarp here. Absolutely awesome, and this figure is awesome. Hasbro really hit it out of the park with these Seekers in this new mold, this new animation-friendly mold, and this one is no different. He looks absolutely awesome. Now, I'm just a little pissed off right now, though, I gotta say. I'm a little pissed off. I'm having a hard time finding Starscream at retail. It's a Target exclusive. It's a goddamn Target exclusive, and so yeah, I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding me a Skywarp, or Starscream, I should say. But I have Skywarp here because he came from Big Bad Toy Store with absolutely no drama. So that was kind of nice. And oh yeah, just for a little moderate compare and contrast, here's old Thundercracker here. Got Thundercracker several months ago, showed him off on the channel, of course. And but yeah, he's really, really rad next to Skywarp. So yeah, I'm missing Starscream though, man. Without Starscream, these two are kind of worthless. I mean, they're not worthless, but it takes the sheen off of them a little bit if you don't have the main dude, Starscream, in as far as Decepticon Seekers from the 1984 toy line. But yeah, these are awesome, and yeah, I'm loving Skywarp, and I have really enjoyed the hell out of my Thundercracker. So yeah, hoping, fingers crossed, I can land a Starscream here in the next couple weeks. Alright, and I think this wraps up my Decepticon acquisitions, but man, you gotta get Shockwave. I love Shockwave. I have the original G1 Shockwave right down here from my childhood. Had that guy for almost 40 years, or now I have had him for over 40 years now. And yeah, man, I'm stoked to get this Shockwave because he's really cool. Comes with his own gun, which he can carry, which is kind of cool, which I think that's straight out of the G1 cartoon. His transformation is alt mode, according to the packaging, because I'm not going to transform him myself, but according to the packaging, is a little suspect, but that's okay. Again, yeah, he doesn't really transform into his true G1 laser blaster. But that's okay, because the robot mode looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm just stoked off my balls to have him. And again, I don't really transform this shit. Majority of these guys I keep in their robot mode, with the exception of Dinobots. So not a big deal that his alt mode isn't really up to what I would prefer. But yeah, because overall the robot mode is epic. All right, we're just gonna double up with these two. Next up, we got Wheeljack here, of course, and Sunstreaker, who is awesome and turns into a Lamborghini with his twin side swipe. But yeah, here are these two together. Wheeljack's awesome. This is the first time, honestly, this is the first time in over 40 years I've owned a version of Wheeljack. I never had Wheeljack as a kid. Honestly, he kind of creeped me out. Never was a real big Wheeljack fan. His blinky ass wings on his face there that lit up. I don't know, man. Never was a big fan of Wheeljack, but it's cool to have him now in my collection as an adult, because, you know, he's still iconic in his own uniquely weird way. But yeah, also I never had a Sunstreaker. Hell, I never had a Sideswipe until now either. But yeah, I never had a Sunstreaker either. So it's very, very cool to have him, because of course he and Sideswipe are really, really two of the, in my opinion, my humble little tiny opinion, two of the bigger stars of the original 84 Autobot toy line. So yeah, it's cool to have Sunstreaker here. Then, just for shits and giggles, here is Sideswipe and Sunstreaker, the two brothers, the two twins together, the two Lamborghini Countachs from the 1984 Autobot toy line. I've always been privy to Sideswipe. How can you not, man? A cherry red Lamborghini, and plus he had that cool shoulder rocket launcher there, and his awesome gun. And I mean, I don't really know what the fuck Sunstreaker has going on here. What is that supposed to be? Like that engine spoiler thing? It's supposed to be like a weird ray gun or something. I don't know. That's not working for me. But yeah, so I do prefer Sideswipe in this case. But still cool, and it's cool to have them together, because they should be together. Yeah, rad. Howdy guys, and getting down there, last but not quite least, or not quite last either, I got Blurr, man. And here's another Autobot that I never had as a kid in G1, and I've never had any version of Blurr before. So this is my first Blurr as well, and it's pretty cool to have him. And his alt mode looks pretty true to the original car mode, at least from the cartoon. And this figure's not too bad. I mean, it's not incredibly awesome, but he looks really good with my other 1986 Transformers the movie or post-movie figs from that time. So yeah, looking cool. And yeah, how can you not like Blurr? Alrighty, and finally I opened up old Snarl here. And I've never had a Snarl either. This is sort of a trend here with Transformers I never had as a kid, or in any other forms, I think. Maybe I had a Snarl in another rendition of a modern Transformer line, but I can't remember. He's certainly not displayed. It might be in storage somewhere. I don't know. Can't quite remember. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe one of my buddies picked him up. Maybe it wasn't me. But anyway, here's Snarl in his ultimate awesome Stegosaurus mode, which I will display him in. Looking very, very cool. But I did have him in his robot mode, because he comes in robot mode, so I did actually have to transform this guy, and I got it done with some trial and error. Again, nothing I would do on camera for you guys, because you guys would just think I was a moron, and that's okay. But yeah, no, I think he looks really, really good. This is a good Studio Series fig, man. Yeah, I love him a lot, and I'm almost got all the Dinobots at this point, just missing Swoop, and I think they're gonna run Swoop again here. I think Hasbro's gonna do another run on Swoop, so I'll be able to pick him up here in a couple months maybe, or if I can find him on sale or somewhere, I'll pick him up then. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, so here's Snarl looking great. Oh goodness, look, it's Unicron. And last but not least, well, maybe in this case I can say least, got old Kranix here from Transformers the movie. You remember him from the opening scene. And he also got munched by the Quintessons later on in the second act. Or I should say the Quintesson Sharkticons later on in the second act. But here's old Kranix. Another cool toy, another cool nod to Transformers the movie. And yeah, I love having him. That Linthal scientist that is the last surviving member of his entire planet after the Chaos Bringer Unicron makes munchies out of him, or out of his planet, I should say. And then, of course, the Sharkticons make munchies out of him. And I've got him getting his ass kicked by the Sharkticons, my couple Sharkticons I have. So that's pretty rad. So yeah, cool figure, man. Cool stand-in. And I mentioned in my last video, got him on sale, so that didn't hurt either. So yeah, here's Kranix, looking cool.